What's up? Welcome to our What's Up podcast.
Podcast where we roast people.
No. We interview people.
No, we roast them.
But seriously, this is a podcast where we interview interesting New Zealanders.
Malolele, my name is Asia.
Hi, my name is Taulauniu. We hope you enjoy our podcast.
Always, all days, all nights, sing do I.
Can you please introduce yourself to us and what do you do in the community?
Well, firstly, so lovely to meet you, Taulauniu.
You too.
My name is Shirl'e. I'm also known as Queen Shirl'e in the community. So first and foremost, I'm a mum. I have 3 children. My oldest is 21. Then I have my 18-year-old. Then my 8-year-old. And he's my special one. He's autistic, but, we love him to bits. But I do a lot of youth work. I've been teaching for many years now. Community educator, I call myself. And I work with a lot of youth from different communities. So I teach youth podcasts, just like what you guys are doing, which is amazing. I love seeing our young people thriving and sharing their stories and just helping them enhance and just reach their full potential. I help out with the Pacific Music Awards behind the scenes. Sometimes I MC for the community events. I do a lot of MCing in the community. And I think I do heaps more, but that's just some on top of my head right now.
How did you get into music and do you have any advice for people about music?
I started getting into it back in Samoa where I was born. So I was born in Bango, but I grew up as a child in Whaleula, which is in Upolu. And my great-grandmother, she pretty much raised me in the church. And in church, we were it was like automatic, loko kameki, you sound one? Yeah, so we got put into loko kameki at church and we had to do memory verses, sing primary songs. So music was just part of our lifestyle. It was just part of our upbringing. So I've always been into music. I used to sing in front of the church, guitar, all of that jazz, join the choir. At school, I entered a lot of talent quests like we do. And I was in music hall productions at school. So music was always in me, but it wasn't until I became a mum, I took my music serious. So in 2010, I think, or 9, I released one of my first EPs, which is like a mini album. And it was an EP about my journey as a mum and still loving what I do. And just, it's like a little album of my story, my journey in the music form. So, but I'm a rapper, MC. I MC a lot. Don't sing as much now because my voice is not as great as it used to be, but I leave that to the singers. But I just love rhyming and I got into poetry quite a lot at school. So I used to write poems for my friends, for their boyfriends.
Write me one then. No.
Don't tell nobody, okay? So I started doing poetry at school and it was like my little side hustle. My girls used to ask me to write letters for their boyfriends. So, and so I always had this thing for poetry, words, playing with words. What I love about it is that it gets me thinking. And, when you're an MC, for MCs, it's you're working with words. So you're constantly thinking. And I love challenging my mind. I love my mind thinking about new ways, new words, thinking of, how to write a song in a different way or using words to be really creative. So I love that. And, so my advice for people who want to get into music, all I can say is education is the key to success. And I never stop telling people that, even if you leave school early or you feel school's not working for you, I always tell people, do an after school program, go and get, join a workshop, or there's always someone out there who's got knowledge that they can pass on and teach you something that you didn't know about. And so I always encourage people to go and study, go learn, because, learning is, it's a full-time thing for me, I'm never going to stop learning. So even now I'm still learning. I'm always learning. So go and get skilled go and get get the qualifications that you need, or like go and get the education that you need to help you to just enhance your talents. Because a lot of us, like yourself, you were born talented. A lot of our PI people are natural, talented artists. So a lot of them don't really need to do much. But for me, it's like understanding what it's like in the real world as an artist. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of things that you got to learn about the music industry. Like there's things where you can learn how to get paid. There's royalties through APRA. There's these organizations that can help artists, support artists so that they can get that support to help them become a professional artist. So my thing now, after all the years of education and being an artist, now I teach people how to become professional recording artists and just take their work serious and learn to create a career out of it. So your parents don't force you to go and get a job real quick. You just say, I'm already passionate about music. I'm already going to do this. So it's kind of like that.
Yeah. What were you like when you were 13?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I was in college. James Cook. Oh. So our family moved everywhere. Obviously lived in Otara, Mangere, Otahuhu, Rewa. So I was back and forth. I was in the radar of those communities. So I'm a Southside girl. And I went to James Cook High School. And 13, I liked 13, but I think I was a bit naughty as well. But I was really into sports. So my whole family are all sports fanatics. Like my whole family were like kickboxers. I grew up with uncles, I think 12 uncles, and I was like the youngest in the family in a 3-bedroom house, those ones. And all my uncles were they're at this level in their career, like sports, boxing, rugby. So I grew up being inspired to become a sports person. So I was very athletic. I joined the athletic school. I was in the school soccer. What else did I do? Like so many sports, basketball. So I was really into sports back in school. At 13, I was just really into my sports. And music was just like something that I loved on the side. Yeah, but I really thought that I was going to be some athlete. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. But, I used all those skills now to be able to run after my kids. Thank God for athletics, I can chase after my son. So it did come handy in the end.
Yeah. How would music connect our community, especially with the floods and COVID that just happened?
I love that question. Well, I think music is a universal language for us. So, we use music to express how we feel. And it's about connecting with people, using music to connect, because it's it hits the soul. So, the way we can use it is we can write songs about it. We can express how we feel about it. Using it as a tool, using music as a tool to express ourselves. It's a powerful tool. And I love that, it really does. And we use our voices to amplify the message. So usually with music, you have the melodies and you got the beats and all that, but then it's about what is your message? What is your story about? What is your song about? So it's your story and it's how you tell your story using the music to amplify your message to the people. So it's such a beautiful, powerful thing. And I think, now with a lot of, you young people now, you have so much access to music. I mean, back in our day, we didn't have Spotify. What is that now? We didn't have Spotify. We didn't have internet. We didn't have YouTube. We had nothing of that. So a lot of our music was all done pen and paper, writing everything down, guitar, instruments. So now we've got beat making machines that people can just easily access and make music. So, all I know is that you just got to share your voice and share your story. Use music to tell your story. And what I teach in my classes is, tell your story. use music to share your story and a message, because you don't want to just go out there and sing another sad love song.
Yeah.
You want to be able to tell your story in a way that it's relevant to other people. People can relate to it.
Yeah.
Make it relatable so that people can feel it and know, yeah, that's me. That's what happened to me. So you want to be able to tell your story in a way that, I think my friend went through that too. So she'll get it.
Yeah.
Maybe someone out there in the world might know, how I'm feeling. So I want to be able to share my story so that maybe it'll save someone's life. And with all the floods and all that, this is the time where you want to share more. This is the right time. This is the time for musicians or young people to start voicing their stories and create the jams to make us feel better, because we need music to heal. For me, it's all about healing, and I use music to heal myself. It's like a form of therapy for me. It's just like podcasts, it's a form of therapy for us to share. Sometimes we don't want to hear back. We're like, oh no, I don't want to hear myself after this. But you never know. Your voice, your story will be able to reach someone out there that might be going through something that you're going through, and be able to help them heal. So that's my key, is healing. I wanted to ask you a question. What are you into? What are you into at the moment?
Media and music.
Awesome. Yeah?
So basically at school I have this little program, and it's like a big group of kids, and I'm in it, and it's based off music, and we had to just write whatever we want, and then make it to tell us, to tell people our stories in there. So that after we write our music, we present it to our whole collegiate, and it's up on a big screen. And
wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What inspires you to write, and what do you normally write about?
Probably my nana. She sang a lot, and what inspires me to write music is that, I grew up with music everywhere, especially from church and from family gatherings and that. If you're someone, then the party gatherings and that. Oh my days. Yeah. So I basically grew around music, and I just loved this. So then that's what made me get into music industry and that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear some of your tracks, girl. God, amazing. Yeah. Might be a collaboration soon.
Oh my gosh, yes, please.
I need to hear it first.
Oh. Yeah.
Nah, that's so cool. Yeah. Well, you keep doing that. Like I said, education is the key. Don't give up on your dreams. Yeah. And that's the one thing I always tell my young people is, if you have a dream, the world is open for your dreams. It's just sky is not the limit. Yeah. You can do whatever you want. And what's amazing is that having the support. Yeah. You've got this space here giving an opportunity. So, you got to use this opportunity to keep going. Don't ever give up, and just get better. Yeah. Yeah. Just keep going, because eventually you're going to get to where you want to get to. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. Thank you for your time, and appreciate this Taulauniu. It's really nice to be on this side of the seat. So, I love it. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming today and being my guest.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and big things ahead for you, girl.
Yeah. And thank you everyone for watching. Hope to see you in the next episode. Bye.
Always, all days, all nights, sing do I do.